Hi guys! How are you today? I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at. Welcome back to my channel, my TikTok, my Facebook, whatever platform you're on, where I share my healing journey, my spiritual journey, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between, and nothing but authenticity. So, I've been sharing a lot, and my journey and stuff like that. And share my narc story, breaking generation from a demonic vengeance narcissist. So I broke this generational thing from this narcissist, and it going, I think 3.5 years, all this. And you can go on my stories down below to see more detail what this individual does. This did, and again, I want to talk about how, when you go across the narcissist and like they, don't give you, you know what I mean? They treat you like shit. In my situation, this person treated me like shit and chose to go outside and work against me, okay? And that means, to start treating me like shit and thought it was okay. Until I started speaking up and my voice. So that's another thing. When you start speaking up and speaking the truth, that's when they turn, right? They pretend to be the same person, right? That these in relationship connection they're two-faced, okay? So they pretend to be all loving like that, all they're for you, and they're not. They're actually the one that hurting you, right? And behind the scenes or sneakily or whatever they're choosing to do. Well, anyway, but long story, you can go on my videos and stuff like that. Well, I broke, I evolved, I healed, I broke that cord. So, but this person, I mean, all this stuff, chose to bully me, nasty, now I don't, I'm very high vibrational, I'm the empath, remember, and these connections, if you're in one, or you ever been in one, there's the empath and the narcissist, okay? So, eventually, I started speaking up because of this person was so abusive, and these people he chose to work against and all that stuff. So, and that's when God said it was enough, you know what I mean? In the beginning, I came across this person. I genuinely cared because I wasn't awakened. I didn't have all this knowledge. So, of course, right? Did nothing but love and somebody, and he walked all over that. I mean, nasty. Like, treated me like, and he thought he was just going to do that for the rest of his life or something. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. Anyways, all this stuff that happened, okay, and that's why I talk about all this stuff. I'm a generation curse breaker. My mom was able to break the generation from her narcissist, my stepdad, and I was called to do that. So I'm called to do it a different way. And the way that God did it, unbelievable. It was all God, okay? Anyways, and then that's when my anointing, and I went through awakening, all this knowledge kept flooding in, all this about narcissism and stuff like that. And anyways, and so, but going forward, this person continued, wouldn't leave me alone, you guys. I go on these videos, and you guys don't even probably know, but behind the scenes, I'm dealing with a bully, okay? And like I said, I'm strong, you know what I mean? But I mean, I'm talking about a toxic vengeance narcissist, okay? And maybe I could share with you guys, like, maybe you guys could give me some tips on what to do. It's just come to the point where, like, this is sick. God has had enough, and these people know what they're doing. They're not allowed back in my energy. I mean, this person literally was doing witchcraft, all stuff that on me, okay? It doesn't work no more, And like I said, this is all done over, okay? I moved on. I healed from all this stuff, right? But these were the weapons, okay? All the stuff that they did were weapons formed intentionally to hurt me, but they didn't work because I'm a divine being, right? So I got back, pulled up, walked away, right? Oh, wow, didn't work out. No, it's because it was meant to hurt me. You see, the narcissist wants you to be intentionally hurt. And for them to walk away, they're like, oh, right? This is when you're dealing with a demonic, nasty individual, you guys. Okay, we have normal individuals, and then you have these ones that I worked against, okay? That are jealous and vengeance because they can't take advantage of me no more, right? This person used and abused his power for way, way, way too long. They like to keep hold of the old version of you, right? When you come across your unhealed, your empath, your not a little not naive, but like you're not awakened, you know what I mean, and you don't know nothing. So of course, you know, in the beginning, when you come across it, but when I went through the awakening, I evolved, and stuff like that. It's like boom, 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 you know what I mean? And so, and then I started speaking out, and because what this person was doing, I speak against abuse. Okay, abuse. I don't care, verbal, mental, physical, witchcraft, whatever. This person was projecting again on me. These people, but anyways. And he's a narcissist, and a female and a male. And again, that's when he the smear campaign. I mean, like everybody. Eventually, you guys, the truth rollers are gonna come out. Everything, all the truth, you know, no matter what, you know. This person lied. He lied about this connection, everything, nothing. Okay. And try to keep it all secret on his end while I was going through all of this stuff, you know what I mean? Didn't talk, you know, when I was trying to talk to him and talk about this, you know? And anyways, and so, again, just a pure narcissist, okay? But he thought I was dumb, you guys. Like, he literally thought, no, seriously, that I was just naive, and I was like, sitting back, you know? The Lord told me to be quiet. I was collecting my information first, you know what I mean? Collecting my knowledge and stuff like that, and figuring out, because I had to play one-sided, right? Because that's what they do. You know what I mean? They think they're sneaky, and especially when you're dealing with one like me. And it was in my energy, using me, lying when he was in a whole other connection, okay? And these people were siphoning all this stuff, okay? That's when I was like, fuck that shit. You cut off, you know what I mean? I'm abusive, you know what I mean? Like, and I had to heal from all this stuff. And this person, not just heal, but this person will continue and continue. And I told this person, I told these people to leave me alone. God has told these people to keep your mouth off of me. I'm not that same person, you guys. I healed. I mean, I don't tolerate this. I handle this with class too, you guys. I endured a lot of abuse, okay? A lot of physical, what these people are doing behind the scenes, all that stuff, you guys. A lot. While doing this, because this person didn't want to, he was trying to do it on purpose to try to get me involved. And I'm telling you, I know everything. It's sickening, right? But I still did. I evolved and I healed even through that. You know what I mean? Even through the sick shit this person is doing. And she keeps trying to do to this day, okay? This is a vengeance, a nasty person. Just because I'm not going to let him abuse me, you know what I mean? That's not fucking okay, you know? And so, anyways, like I said, God warned these people. So I want you to help. Do I need to post this person's picture? Because it's going on 3.5 years of abuse and bullying, and it's enough. You know what I mean? I don't want this person. This person know exactly what they did. They're just mad because they can't use me no more. And I have a voice. And I'm telling you, what you put out is what you get back. I was unbelievably kind to these people, you guys. I gave them so much grace. But not anymore. I'm not tolerate this no more at all. So, and mind you, they watch, like this person was doing witchcraft, he would like watch all my videos to see if it works, whatever he was doing. Or paying people, whatever he does. This is a disgusting, vengeful person. And the female he was working with, okay? Now, this is when you know you're a true star, because your name is in rooms you haven't even stepped in, or people are very obsessed with you, or your energy. I didn't call this on my life, you guys. God chose me, and I chose to pick up the calling on my life. I stay faithful to God. Narcissists don't matter. They don't want, that's another video. They don't work. They think that you just go around, I want this, I want that. So you want this energy, you gotta heal and evolve and work for it. And you don't even get that if it's not your calling. You know what I mean? God will give you energy according to your purpose. Narcissist energy, nasty. These people go around wearing masks, and they try to embody what I embody naturally, right? They want to embody, like, now whatever's in, right? Oh, we're healed, we're this, and we're that, like I naturally am, you know what I mean? And they're not. and God knows that. Continue part 2, okay?